Durga energy. Here in Hinduism, Shiva is great. Chanting Om Namah Shivaya 108 times. Very powerful prayers, very powerful japa meditation. For cleansing, for purification, and for centering, going into your heart and trusting the divine. Very important, because people now experiencing all kinds of psychological disturbances, right? And some people are educated, or some people are not educated, because even the magnetosphere is changing. Okay, the sun has been changing. The sun, sun. Okay, the gamma rays frequencies. It's just everything of that old needs to go, and we need to resurrect the ancient energies, whether of the rishis, sages of the Himalayan mountains, right? So that's why, again, prayers to Shiva or to Mahatavar Babaji, very important. They were on those spaceship flying ships, Vimana. We have the Pleiadians also helping us, right? From the seven star sisters, helping us with this evolution, with the transition to the next harmonic universe. Number two, right? Soul connection. We are the light of our soul connection, consciousness expansion. And for me was also simplifying my life, just going back to basics, back to nature. Okay, because everything on the external stuff, I don't want to talk much about, the banking system, the financial system, the economy, the education system, right? The old way of thinking, this is all crumbling, and we are resurrecting the ancient wisdom and knowledge of the yogis, okay, of those elders here in America, the Native Americans, and having ceremonies where we are, um, honoring the elements, four elements, right? Whether it was the earth, the water, the fire, the air, and now we have the resurrection of the dodecahedron. That's the space, working with space. That's why working with people who have all kinds of interesting symptoms, right? I would even, like me, because I'm moving a lot, like visiting people, what is in their refrigerator, what kind of food they eat, read all the ingredients, because there are so many chemicals and preservatives that should not be in food, and especially the white sugar. The white sugar is bleached, is devoid of all minerals and vitamins. Okay, and it causes all kinds of problems in your body with inflammation, and of course it can lead to serious disease. Okay, and also what it does on that emotional level, that people who are addicted to sugar, and I know that, right? I mean, that's why you have to switch from white sugar to cane sugar, organic sugar, coconut sugar, jaggery, I think that's the Indian sugar. And but then still you have to lower and lower the intake of sugar, because it what it does, it's stuck in those cellular densities. So when you're addicted to sugar, it's very difficult for the body to release the toxins. That's why really the white
Mm.
sugar, the white flour, all this bread, that needs to go. If you want to detox, if you're choosing, the ascension, if you want to experience your light, if you want to experience your energy, the energy, if you want to experience your aura, your energy field, if you want to get your chakras, the energy centers, if you want to have them healthy, so you experience well-being, you experience health and wellness, okay, and expansion of consciousness, and then you start understanding more of who you are, right? Why did you come here to this planet? What is your mission? What are your gifts and talents that you can share with the world? Okay, and the soul connection is extremely important. You call upon your soul, right? That's your atma. Okay, so again, the inner work and prayers and meditation, also listening to solfeggio tones or healing music or mantras, The other mantra I was recommending for you, Dr. Barta, actually for the lady, was Om Trambakam Yaya Jamahe. Let me see if I can find it here in my this is prayer for victory over death, because so many people are afraid of death and dying. Well, we are eternal soul, so death is actually transition to another world. Okay, if your body drops, right, it doesn't mean that's the end of you. No, you're transitioning. There's a movie called The Astral City. Okay, and you're pretty much transitioning to those astral planes or higher etheric planes. That's why very important, where your last thought is, that's kind of where you go, right? Because we're energy, we're not the body. So here's the mantra. Om Trambakam Yaya Jamahe Sugandim Pushtivardhanam Urva Rukama Bandhanam Mrityor Mokshyama Amrita Atta. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We worship the fragrant three-eyed one who confers ever-increasing prosperity. Let us be saved from the hold of death, like a cucumber freed from its hold. Let us not turn away from liberation. So liberation, moksha. We have to liberate ourselves from this 3D matrix, not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. That's why the Eastern tradition, for the Far East, right? The yoga, it's extremely important to resurrect those energies of true yoga, of true yogis, of true yoginis. Okay. For example, Sri Shivananda, with his universal prayer, he also put some comments on Bhagavad Gita. I mean, I read Bhagavad Gita a long time ago, twice. Okay, and I remember that I used to live of course, I was in India, in one of those highest caste, I think Brahmin, right? The warrior Brahmin caste. So I remember my reincarnation. So we are again coming here, those who are of that evolved nature, evolved souls. We are volunteer soul, again, helping humanity with the ascension, with the transition, and remembering the true tradition, the tradition of our culture. Okay. So let me see. So Ascension Protocol also talking about the universal laws, okay? Because here in the United States, we are resurrecting the Constitution of 1776. Okay, and we're going back to the universal laws, the law of one, and that's why I recommend people to study the universal laws, the golden rule. It's like, how do you want to be treated, right? How do you want, so you treat others the way you want to be treated. That's the golden rule. And the other is the law of cause and effect. Here in India, it's karma, right? From karma to dharma. So it means what goes around comes around. So very careful what you put out there, what kind of energy, what kind of thoughts, what kind of actions and deeds you're engaged in, because that will come back to you like a boomerang. Okay, so understand those laws, understand those precepts. Very important, because we are going back to our original divine self, to that 0 point, right? That divine neutrality, God's matrix, because the world, the way it's been designed, it's running reversals, it's running the anti-life, anti-Christ codes. That's why so many people are in poverty, so many people are in sickness, so many people are experiencing horrible situations. They have alcohol addiction, drug addiction, right? All these toxins everywhere, in the air, atmosphere, but in our body. So everything is interconnected. We have to understand also the law of one and the law of correspondence. Everything is interconnected, right? We're like this big family of all these cultures and traditions. We speak different language. Luckily now we have English. We can understand each other through English. I mean, those who have that knowledge, who speak the language, that's great. But now we have to feel the heart connection. So that's why very important to be in our hearts. And sometimes the intellect needs to go. We need to start experiencing the love of our Divine Mother, Holy Mother. And so that's how we heal ourselves. That's how we connect to our true selves, and how inwardly, but also out there with our spiritual family, our soul family. And that's how we can make this world a better place. Okay. So raising the frequency vibration. So, Dr. Parta, what do you think? That's kind of my introduction, and the structure, the ascension protocol, why the detox is important, and why I'd like to resurrect the tradition of the East, of the Eastern philosophy, of the Rishi sages of the Himalayan mountains.
Mhm. So, uh, do you guys have any question, Vinay?
Questions I have, but it's like either we can either I can ask the questions now, or at the end of the class. How is it then?
Yana, what do you say?
Yeah, can you repeat again, because the voice is just so soft? I apologize. I'll try to. What was the
Yeah,
question, Le?
ask the question now or at the end of the class?
No, you can start. You can start giving me questions. That's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
you told us that like one of the many different steps in improving ourselves is like doing yoga and things like that. And doing yoga, does it is like is it same for everybody, independent of North and South Pole, or is it like, is there any things that we need to take care of when you are in North Pole or in I mean above or under the equator? Is there a difference while
Okay,
doing
so
certain yoga
the
postures?
yoga. So okay, so I usually only invite people who have this kind of connection from the past. Yoga means union with the divine. Yoga doesn't mean you're just sitting in that lotus pose and for hours and om and samadhi nirvana. There are 8 steps of yoga, okay, which I love. Actually, and it has to do with morals and ethics and disciplines. And of course, if you are attracted, I'm not going to be forcing somebody, please study the philosophy of yoga. If you want to study, let's say, Tao Tzu, if you want to study different Judaism, like if you want to study other, religion, philosophy. To me, yoga is actually very practical, and yoga is worldwide. It's yoga in Sanskrit means union with the divine. It doesn't matter whether you're Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Jew. It doesn't matter. Okay, let me go to those. Yamas, niyamas, those are, let's see,
8 leaves of book.
Kriya Yoga. So, for example, the first precept in the moral conducts in yoga is ahimsa, no hurt, don't harm anybody. Okay, it's not only physically but also emotionally, mentally. That's why we have to observe our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions. We are in that 0 point balance, or we invoke the violet flame, or we say a prayer, and then we send love to that person, not harming that person through our mind. We are very powerful beings. We have to be very responsible. The other one is truthfulness. We speak our truth, right? But it's a process. We have to learn how to speak our truth, because we've been dumbed down, we've been suppressed, oppressed for so long and so much. The other precept is no stealing. I mean, of course you don't steal, things, but it's also, so many people, they also like steal energies. They're more vampiristic because they're afraid, they need, they're codependent. I talk about codependent relationships, right? So people are so not only addicted to food but also to sex, sexual energy, right? That's why yoga is so great, because it talks about brahmacharya, moderation of sexual energy. So the yoga doesn't only mean like you're sitting, in that lotus pose and meditating. No, yoga means philosophy of yoga. There's so much wisdom, and like for example, the ego, negative ego transformation. No envy, no jealousy, no hatred. Okay, so that those are the morals, and then you have your routine, spiritual routine, like detoxing. Marina Jacobi, Detox 101. I mean, I am vegan, even though yesterday we had a big Christmas party, so I had a little bit of some vegetarian diet, some dairy, but then of course we have to contentment is one of those routine. It means how to be positive. Don't allow the negative energies to enter your mind, your emotions, and of course the toxins in your body. You have to you discipline yourself. A self-discipline, self-study, and devotion to God. You surrender you to be of service. So you see that what yoga, people need to understand the philosophy of yoga, the 8 steps of yoga. Yoga doesn't mean to be just like a yogi, yogini. I mean, yogi, yogini means you have a mastery of your energies, self-mastery of your mind, of your emotions, of your life. Okay, and guru means a teacher who will help you to exit the darkness into light. So it means from that negativity into back into positive light energies of love and light and joy and peace and happiness. Did I answer your question?
I think it's not yet clear for me. I was by yoga. What I meant was just one part of the yoga, like the for example, hatha yoga. In that one, I mean, when you are doing hatha yoga and the geometrical positions that you take with your body when you are doing hatha yoga, is that does that have any influence? I mean, in which pole you are living?
So when you're doing hatha yoga, which pole? I don't understand. Like,
I mean,
that's
about
hatha yoga. This what you're saying. It's the physical yoga. You're talking about the asanas, the yoga postures.
yeah.
And so, what about them?
Like I was asking you, like when you are doing the hatha yoga, is it independent of which pole you are living in, like above or below the equator?
This that I don't think it matters. No, it doesn't matter. The hatha yoga, whether northern hemisphere or southern
Yeah,
hemisphere.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, that should not matter. But that's a good question. I mean, centering yourself and then feeling your intuition, what kind of feels right for you. Also, of course, there's a difference when you're in a male body or female body, and also there's a difference when you are in the northern hemisphere of the earth and the and southern hemisphere of the earth. But practice yoga the way it's instructed, and then of course when you start tuning into those energies that comes from within you, because that's what yoga does, right? You're connecting the moon and the sun, and you start having balance, you'll be directed and inner guided. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did I answer your questions now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Vinay, do you have more question?
Yeah, I have a little bit of more questions.
Yep.
Maybe I'll ask it at the end of the class. Maybe
Classes already ended, I guess. Is it
it's
so,
already
Yana?
ended.
I
Yeah, the
mean,
class is ended because Dr. Parta, I may maybe then speak with you and let me know what you would like me to talk about next time. Okay.
yeah. So, so Vinay, you can ask question because the class is already ended. So we
Yeah.
can do it next time with a new topic. So
Okay.
whoever wants to know, I will just collect the questions and we can just make it topic so that we can do
Hmm.
it next time.
Okay. I think I'll also next time when we talk, I think I can formulate like I have a many many questions. Maybe I could like formulate it better. Like
Oh, that
maybe
would, yeah, that
yeah.
would be great. You're welcome to actually email all those questions to me. You can email
Okay.
it to me. Is it okay?
Yeah, of course.
And I can actually even make a video just around your questions. So you can
Yep.
have a recording. It's my video.
Okay. Yeah. Then we can do it like that.
So Vinay had been doing Hatha Yoga. He got initiated by a guru in his place. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, he got initiated into Hatha Yoga in his place. So right now we are doing the quantum series, and I am teaching him different ways about the human mechanics, which we do in Shoonya modern medical science. So I am teaching him different procedures and which is medically connected, which will include the physiology, the mental, and the energy body. So right now we are just he's just new to this course.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's good to know because I don't know the body of your work, Dr. Parta.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
know that you sometimes you may be watching my videos, and you know Marina Jacobi and her quantum manifestation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. I mean, if I can answer, I will answer his questions according to my understanding and my perceptions. I don't know your body work, Dr. Parta, so I will not be able to correlate to how you are teaching him. But of course, if he feels I can answer some of his questions, I'm more than happy to answer his questions.
Yeah, sure.
And
So
one
do
more
you
But
have
thing.
again, like I said, my videos, this is not for medical or medicine, medical kind of prognosis or diagnosis. Okay, I am not a doctor, Dr. Parta. I mean, you have that license. I don't. So I
yeah,
only for me it's people, so people may be inspired. But I just want to make that disclaimer. Okay.
yeah, we got it. Yeah.
So I
And
nobody's got no more questions,
one more
and
thing. Uh, is there a Sanskrit word for a quantum manifestation?
for manifestation.
Quantum manifestation. I
Oh,
mean,
quantum manifestation. Oh, that would
yeah.
be nice to know, right? Oh, Purusha. I don't know. Purusha wholeness. Let me see what that would. I don't study. I mean, I have just some of
Mhm.
the prayers are in Sanskrit, but
Mhm.
really that would be a nice to know. That's a
Okay, I
good
think
question.
I was thinking about learning Sanskrit, so I think it would be great. Like if we are already on the path, then learning Sanskrit would be also good. I think also for me. I mean,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay.
So Nitin, do you have any question? He's online. No, I guess.
He's not there in the meeting. I just
But
checked.
okay, it is showing in the call. It's fine then.
Mhm.
So you don't have any question anymore, right?
For now, no, I don't have anything. Any other questions?
Okay, then Yana, we can talk about it next time. We can,
Yes.
yeah, on a topic. We'll just make the topic, and I'll let you know then.
Okay.
Yeah, we can also talk about next time. We can talk uh, about the food and cooking.
Or the Ayurveda cooking. Oh yes, and using spices for detox and making khichdi. Yeah, like khichdi for detox.
What
Then of course oil pulling. It helps you right with your gums and with your teeth. And also of your colon, right, the enema, fleeting enema, using warm sesame oil kind of inserting warm sesame oil into your intestines. I did it when there was a new moon, right? It's a perfect way to detox. And so those are some of the techniques I learned from Maya Tiwari back then in 2004. There was Asheville, North Carolina, where I learned some of very powerful Ayurveda cleansing methods. Okay.
Mhm.
And so I can this detoxing, I can actually just give you like snippets, like I can inspire you, but the main thing is just to start practicing at home. Okay, practicing at home, the prayers, the meditation, have your sadhana, spiritual practice, a little bit of altar, you light a candle, incense. Okay, I'm say also I sage my room. I drink detox water. I mean the distilled water, right, for detoxing, and also write things down. There's a book, PTSD Time to Heal. You start journaling, right? You start write down your dreams. Very important. Have a pen and paper. I'm sorry, yeah, pen and paper, and start writing things down. No, the memories, okay, all kinds of memories. Also, people experience trauma, all kinds of trauma, right? People dealing with their pain, all this pain body. So the body's trying to tell you, tell you what's going on when you write things down. That's how you also release yourself from that, because everything is a lesson. Every incident, I mean, every situation is like our lesson. The life is trying to teach us something. So everything happens for a reason in our lives. Why we were born, in which country, where, and why we have this interest in yoga and Ayurveda or in Sanskrit, and some people they don't. Okay, some people they know how to meditate, some people don't know how to meditate, some people are not even interested to meditate. And in these times, very interesting times, it's so important to do the inner work, because we're 99.9% energy, 0.1% matter. Okay, we are spiritual beings having human experience. So very important to take some time and devote some time for the energy, for the energy work, and for cleansing and for purification, invoking the violet flame, or chanting mantras, Om Namah Shivaya. Or when you do yoga position, right, yoga postures, you stay there and you breathe and see how it feels, and start and write things down. How did you feel? Did you feel some adjustments? Did you feel some aha moments, some clicks? Right? Start recording everything. And that's how that will help you to heal and expand your consciousness. And then you will know what is of that old, what doesn't serve you anymore. And so you can embrace those new energies that are coming to this planet, because we're ascending. We're coming from the stars. Soon some of us are meeting our galactic family, right? The spaceships are here. I mean, in the United States, or around the globe, right? There are millions of Pleiadian spaceships here. And people, so we have to learn, we have to re-educate ourselves, we have to learn the quantum. And Marina Jacobi, she's got the basics of quantum manifestation, quantum protocol, about detox, the money structure. What is it, right? The money, how people are struggling in this world. How come some people have they're rich, some people they're not rich, right? And then these fluctuations, because our moods are swinging, right? Like lows and highs because we're in this polarity world. That's why we are going back to tri-wave trinity, the 0 point balance, divine neutrality. Okay, very important to go into your heart, into your center. And instead of going way too high and way too low, you learn how to be in your center, how to nourish that center, and how to be grateful and thankful, right? The 5D protocol, we're walking those energies of love and faith and trust and grace and gratitude. Okay. So, what I teach, I practice. What I teach, I practice. I walk my talk. And it was very nice of Dr. Parta that he allowed me to have this a little bit like a little bit workshop or talk seminar with you guys, so I can share my lifestyle with you, especially those people who are interested, or those people have all kinds of questions, right, about this life here on this planet, and those people who have passion for the yoga tradition. And I love chanting. That's my passion. I love chanting and doing the japa mantra meditations. I love to invoke that violet flame, do that cleansing and detoxing and fasting. There's a video from Dr. Eric Burke, I think, on video on fasting. Incredible things are happening in human body when people fast. Okay, so there's so much science behind it. That's why the clients, Dr. Parta, some people you were sending me there, you send me the picture. I mean, I know people, and at that age, it's advanced age. Again, I don't have the license, I don't have the medical license, nothing, but it's really just going back to simple life, and having some of these healing or detox methods from that ancient tradition of the yogi, especially if you're from India. So resurrect some of those traditions. So that was kind of on my mind. And
Yeah.
thank you so much, Dr. Parta. Appreciate you having me on the phone.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, we could
Thanks a
have
lot.
got more members, but we could not connect them. We could not add them. So maybe next time we can actually do it. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we had more members, but we could not connect them this time. So next time, maybe we will try to connect them, and
Okay.
we'll get questions on this. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. And also, I hope you guys hear me, but Dr. Parta, I just hear you so minimum. And but it's on my phone, but my volume is it's maximum. So
I don't know, maybe
interesting. I don't
because
that I don't hear you
you,
that
yeah, it's
that
fine.
well. So
It's not,
anyway, I hope we'll get the technical side better, the technical thing, so
we'll
we
see
can
it. We'll
communicate.
look at it next time. Yeah. Okay then.
All right
Okay,
See
then.
you next
everybody.
time
Well,
then.
thank
Yeah.
you so much for listening, and thank you for so much for joining. And I wish you a beautiful evening or night or morning wherever you are
And
in the
big
entire
thanks to
globe.
you too for the
Yeah, many blessings and
infos.
namaste. Namaste. Bye bye.
Namaste. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thanks.